Are you facing a daunting challenge? Are you feeling overwhelmed by fear and doubt? It's in these moments that our faith is truly tested. But fear not, for God has a plan and a purpose for your life. Sometimes, stepping out in faith means stepping into the unknown. It requires us to trust in something bigger than ourselves. But remember, God will never leave you nor forsake you. He is with you every step of the way. When you feel weak, remember that God's strength is made perfect in your weakness. He will give you the courage and strength you need to overcome any obstacle. Allow His empowering grace to fill your heart. As you embark on this journey of faith, don't be afraid to take risks. Dare to dream big, for God's plans for you are greater than you can imagine. Embrace the challenges, for they are opportunities for growth and transformation. Remember the times when God has already proven His faithfulness in your life. Those experiences are a reminder that He will continue to guide and provide for you. Trust in His promises, for they are steadfast and true. So, no matter what you're facing today, step out in faith. Believe that God will give you the courage and strength you need. Surrender your fears and doubts, and allow His empowering grace to take hold of your life. In the face of adversity, it's easy to feel alone and powerless. But there is a wellspring of resilience within you waiting to be tapped into. It's called God's empowering grace. Divine resilience is not about simply enduring hardships. It's about harnessing God's empowering grace to rise above them, to become stronger, and to conquer what may seem insurmountable. When you embrace God's empowering grace, you tap into a limitless power that can sustain you through the darkest of times. It's a strength far beyond your own, a courage that defies human understanding. Rather than succumbing to fear and uncertainty, allow God's empowering grace to empower you. Find solace in prayer, seek guidance in His Word, and trust in His promises. God's empowering grace provides the foundation for resilience and the courage to persevere. It gives you the strength to face your challenges head-on, knowing that you are never alone. So, when life knocks you down, remember that within you lies a divine resilience waiting to be ignited. Embrace God's empowering grace and watch as your courage and strength soar to new heights. Are you feeling weary and discouraged in your journey through life? Do you often find yourself overwhelmed by the challenges and obstacles that come your way? It's time to tap into a power greater than yourself, God's empowering grace. Grace is God's unmerited favor, freely given to us. It is the divine empowerment that enables us to overcome every struggle and walk in victory. But how do we embrace this empowering grace? First, we must acknowledge our need for God. Recognize that you cannot navigate life's challenges on your own. Surrender your pride and humbly seek God's help. Next, dive into God's Word, the Bible. It is a wellspring of wisdom, guidance, and promises. As you read, meditate on the truth it contains and allow it to transform your thinking and empower your actions. Prayer is another essential component of embracing God's empowering grace. It is our direct line of communication with the Almighty. Pour out your heart to God, sharing your struggles, fears, and desires. Seek His wisdom and ask for His strength. Lastly, surround yourself with a community of believers. Attend a church where you can learn, grow, and receive encouragement. Engage in fellowship with fellow believers who can provide support, accountability, and prayer. Let go of self-reliance and embrace God's empowering grace. When we tap into this divine source of strength, we can face any challenge with confidence and overcome every obstacle in our path. As we experience God's empowering grace, it overflows into our relationships and actions. We are compelled to love, serve, and make a difference in the lives of those around us. We become beacons of light in a world that desperately needs hope. So, today, open your heart to God's empowering grace. Seek Him, study His Word, pray without ceasing, and surround yourself with a community of believers. Let His grace transform your life and empower you to live a life of purpose and impact. Have you ever felt lost? Burdened by guilt and shame? Convinced that you are unworthy of love and forgiveness? It's a heavy weight to bear. But here's the thing, God's grace is limitless. His mercy knows no bounds. He sees beyond our faults and loves us just as we are. It's a divine love we can't fully comprehend. All it takes is a willingness to embrace that grace. To open our hearts to the realization that we are never too far gone, never beyond redemption. In our moments of weakness, God's grace gives us strength. In our moments of despair, it offers hope. It's the light that breaks through darkness, illuminating our path towards salvation. But embracing God's grace means we must first surrender our pride. We must acknowledge our need for Him, for His forgiveness. It's a humbling act that opens the door to true freedom. No matter what you've done, or what you've been through, God's grace is there for you. It's a lifeline, ready to pull you out of the depths of despair and into His loving embrace. So today, I invite you to unlock the power of God's grace in your life. Allow His mercy to wash over you, cleanse you, and transform your heart. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Reach out to others who are also seeking God's grace. Share your stories, your struggles, and your triumphs. Together, we can uplift and support one another. In a world that often tells us we're not enough, God's grace reminds us that we are more than enough. We are His beloved children, worthy of His love and forgiveness. Are you longing for hope? Seeking a path to renewal and forgiveness? Look no further, for divine mercy awaits you. No matter where you are in life, no matter your past actions, divine mercy is always present, gently calling you to embrace God's grace. Just as the sun shines its light on all, God's mercy knows no boundaries. It is a gift freely given to everyone, inviting you to open your heart and receive it. In a world often marked by division and judgment, embracing God's grace brings healing and unity. It encourages us to extend love and compassion to one another, embracing our shared humanity. When you feel burdened by your mistakes or overwhelmed by life's challenges, remember that divine mercy is always available. It is a source of solace, compassion, and forgiveness, bringing light to even the darkest moments. In accepting divine mercy, we acknowledge our need for God's guidance and surrender our will to His divine plan. It is a path of humility and trust, allowing us to experience true freedom and peace. By embracing God's grace, we become vessels of His love, radiating kindness and mercy to those around us. Let us be the channels through which divine mercy flows, transforming lives and bringing hope to the world. Sometimes in life, we find ourselves standing at the edge of uncertainty, facing challenges that seem insurmountable. It is in these moments that we must unleash the divine courage within us and step out in faith. Stepping out in faith requires us to trust in something greater than ourselves. It is the unwavering belief that God will provide us with the courage and strength we need to face whatever lies ahead. Just like the butterfly that breaks free from its cocoon, we too can experience a transformation when we trust in God's power. He will equip us with the wings we need to soar above our fears and doubts. But stepping out in faith doesn't mean we have to do it alone. God places people in our lives to encourage and support us along the way. They become our guiding light, reminding us of God's presence and His faithfulness. However, it is important to remember that the journey won't always be easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments when it feels like we can't go any further. But when we call upon God's strength, He will provide us with the perseverance and endurance we need to keep going. So, let go of your fears, take a deep breath, and take that bold step forward. God's strength is within you, waiting to be unleashed. Trust in Him, and you will be amazed at what you can accomplish. Thank you for watching this video on unleashing divine courage, stepping out in faith with God's strength. We hope that it has inspired you to step out in faith and trust that God will provide you with the courage and strength you need. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. May God bless you abundantly on your journey of faith.